Hello everyone. Now in our irrigation engineering, today we are going to see our next topic, very most important topic, Blycreep theory. So before we going to see Blycreep theory, in our fourth chapter diversion headwork, what is headwork? So first of all, a hydraulic structure constructed across a river for the purpose of raising water level in the river it so that it can be diverted into the obtaining canal. It is called headwork. So there are two types of headwork: storage headwork and diversion headwork. Storage headwork is dam and diversion headwork is temporary embankment, weir and barrage. Now what is storage headwork? So a storage headworks consist of a construction of a dam across a river. It store water during the period of excess supply in the river and releases when demand overtake available supply. Diversion headwork: a diversion headwork serves to divert the required supply into the canal from the river. ठीक है, वाटर को डाइवर्ट करेगा. So purpose of diversion headwork: so a diversion headwork serves the following purposes. It raises the water level in the river so that commanded area can be increased. It regulates the supply of water into the canal. It controls the silt entry into the canal. It provides some storage of water for a short period. It reduces fluctuation in the level of supply in the river. Then after the types of diversion headwork. So the diversion headworks may be classified into the following two types: temporary diversion headwork and permanent diversion headwork. So temporary diversion headworks, it consists of a spur or a bund constructed across the river to raise the water level in the river and divert it into the canal. Where permanent diversion headwork, it consists of a permanent structure constructed across a river to raise the water level in the river and divert it into the canal. It is weir or barrage. Then what is barrage? So first of all, the function of barrage is similar to that of weir, but the heading of the water is affected by the gate alone. Now then after we saw different stages of river. So there are most of the large river in our country have the following four stages. First is a rocky stage, second is boulder stage, third is a alluvial stage and fourth is delta stage. So first of all, rocky stage. So in the rocky stage or a hilly stage, in generally not suitable for the location of the diversion headwork. It is not suitable for diversion headwork. In this stage the river is in the hill. River is in the hills. The bed slope and velocity are high. Then the stage is also known as mountainous stage. Then boulder stage. From the rocky stage the river passes on the boulder stage. It is also called submountainous stage. Then alluvial stage. So from the boulder stage the river passes on the alluvial plain created by itself. So in this stage the cross section of river is made of the alluvial sand and a silt. So bed slope is and velocity are small. Now delta stage. So from the through stage the river passes on the delta stage as it is approaches the ocean. In this stage the bed slope and velocity are reduced so much that it is unable to carry its sediment load. It drops down the sediment and get divided into channel on either side of the deposit, resulting in the formation of the delta. Then after ideal site for diversion headwork, साइड कैसा होना चाहिए फॉर डाइवर्जन हेडवर्क? तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द रिवर सेक्शन एट द साइड शुड बी नैरो एंड वेल डिफाइंड. The river should be high, well defined and non submersible bank. Good foundation should be available at site. The construction material should available locally. At the location of diversion headwork, river should be straight. There should be suitable arrangement for the diversion of river during construction. The site should be easily accessible by road or a rail. Suitable site for the location of the colony for a worker should be available in the vicinity of the project site. The canal taking off from the diversion headwork should be quite economical and have large commanded area. The overall cost of the project should be minimum. Now component of diversion headwork. So the various component of diversion headwork are as follows: weir or barrage. divide wall, fish ladder, approach channel, scouring sluices, silt excluder, canal head regulator, marginal burn or guide banks. So this is the diversion headwork and component of diversion headwork. Now then after we saw causes of failure of wear on impervious foundation and dear remedies. So the various causes of failure of the weirs on impervious foundation may be classified into two broad categories. First is failure due to seepage or a subsurface flow, failure due to surface flow. So now next theory is Blycreep theory, very most important theory. In 1910, W.G. Bly presented the theory for the subsurface flow in his book entitled Practical Design of Irrigation Work. This theory is known as a Blycreep theory. ठीक है, इन 1910 में W.G. ब्लाई ने एक थियरी रिप्रेजेंट की, किसके लिए? सब सरफेस फ्लो. ठीक है, थियरी किसके लिए थी? सब सरफेस फ्लो एंड देन आफ्टर सब सरफेस फ्लो. और उसका उसने टाइटल दिया था प्रैक्टिकल डिज़ाइन ऑफ इरिगेशन वर्क. जो इरिगेशन वर्क के रिलेटेड है उसका प्रैक्टिकल डिज़ाइन ऑफ इरिगेशन वर्क. सो दिस थियरी इज नोन एज ब्लाइक्रीप थियरी. इस थियरी को क्या बोलेंगे? ब्लाइक्रीप थियरी. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इन 1910 W.G. ब्लाइक्रीप ने प्रेजेंट किया था थियरी ऑफ सरफेस फ्लो इन हिज बुक. उसका टाइटल था प्रैक्टिकल डिज़ाइन ऑफ इरिगेशन वर्क. So this theory is known as Blycreep theory. So according to Bly, in a pervious foundation, pervious यानी कि जो सॉइल के अंदर वॉइड्स होगा, जो सीपेज होगी वो कम होगा, यानी होगा ही नहीं, इम्परवियस. ठीक है, जो वाटर एब्जॉर्ब कैपेसिटी जो सॉइल की होगी वो कम होगी. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू ब्लाई, इन अ परवियस फाउंडेशन the water percolate along the base profile of the structure which is in contact with the subsoil. ठीक है, जो सॉइल का वाटर अब्जॉर्ब होगा, परकोलेट होगा, पास होगा, वो किसके साथ होगा? जो उसका जो सब सॉइल है उसमें जो पानी होगा उसके कॉन्टेक्ट थ्रू होगा बेस प्रोफाइल. सो द लेंथ ऑफ द सीपेज दैट ट्रैवर्स बाय द वाटर इज अ कॉल्ड क्रीप लेंथ. जो सब सरफेस सब सॉइल होगी उससे जो सॉइल अपर सॉइल जो होगी वो वाटर ऑब्जर्व करेगा, तो उन बिटवीन जो लेंथ होगी उसको क्या बोलेंगे? क्रीप लेंथ. इट इज़ क्रीप लेंथ. द लेंथ ऑफ द सीपेज पार्ट ट्रैवर्स बाय द वाटर इट इज़ कॉल्ड क्रीप लेंथ. ठीक है, जो सॉइल के अंदर वाटर ऑब्जर्व होगा एट द टाइम, जो ऑब्जर्व वाटर की जो लेंथ होगी, सीपेज वाटर की जो लेंथ होगी, सो इट इज़ कॉल्ड क्रीप लेंथ. हियर इज फिगर Blycreep theory, the hydraulic gradient line, floor without vertical cutoff and floor with vertical cutoff. Now, Bly made no distinction between the creep in the horizontal direction below the floor and creep in the vertical direction along the faces of the piles. Further, according to Bly, the subsoil hydraulic gradient, which is the loss of head per unit length of a creep, is a constant throughout the seepage part. ठीक है, ब्लाइक्रीप थियरी में क्या गया है? अकॉर्डिंग टू ब्लाई, जो सब सॉइल हाइड्रोलिक ग्रेडियंट है, सब सॉइल के अंदर क्या होगा? हाइड्रोलिक ग्रेडियंट. ठीक है, एट द टाइम जो लॉस होगा हेड लॉस पर यूनिट लेंथ वो थ्रू आउट कॉन्स्टेंट रहेगा, सीपेज पार्ट के थ्रू आउट कॉन्स्टेंट रहेगा. ठीक है, सो इफ द लेंथ इज द टोटल क्रीप लेंथ, एल इज द टोटल क्रीप लेंथ, एच इज द हेड लॉस. क्या है? L इज इक्वल टू क्रीप लेंथ, H इज इक्वल टू टोटल हेड लॉस. द लॉस ऑफ हेड पर यूनिट लेंथ इज H बाई L. ठीक है, टोटल हेड लॉस, दिस इज H इज इक्वल टू टोटल हेड लॉस डिवाइडेड बाई टोटल लेंथ. ठीक है, सो फिगर शोज द स्ट्रक्चर विथ हॉरिजॉन्टल फ्लोर विथ लेंथ L सब्जेक्ट टू स्वीपेज हेड L. ठीक है, ये फिगर आप लोगों को दिया गया है. दिस इज द क्रीप लेंथ, टोटल लेंथ, एंड दिस इज हेड, हाइड्रोलिक हेड. फॉर अ स्ट्रक्चर विदाउट सीट पाइल, क्रीप लेंथ इज इक्वल टू L इज इक्वल टू स्मॉल l. ठीक है, क्रीप लेंथ इज इक्वल टू स्मॉल l. स्मॉल क्या है? स्ट्रक्चर विथ अ हॉरिजॉन्टल फ्लोर. एक स्ट्रक्चर है हॉरिजॉन्टल फ्लोर है उसकी लेंथ क्या है L, सो क्रीप लेंथ इज इक्वल टू स्मॉल l. For the structure with a sheet pile at upstream and downstream, the total creep length is L equal to twice D1 plus L plus twice D2. ठीक है, फिगर बी यहाँ पे आप लोगों को दिया गया है. ये जो है हॉरिजॉन्टल फ्लोर है, फ्लोर विदाउट वर्टिकल कट ऑफ. यहाँ पे कोई कट ऑफ नहीं है, यहाँ पे कट ऑफ प्रोवाइड किया गया है सेकंड फिगर में. ठीक है, विदाउट कट ऑफ, विथ कट ऑफ. तो इन विथ कट ऑफ टोटल क्रीप लेंथ हम कैसे फाइंड करेंगे, ट्वाइस D1. ठीक है, दिस इज 2 इंटू D1 प्लस L. L क्या है, it is horizontal floor of the length plus twice D into D, diameter of second cutoff. So C is equal to total loss of head per unit length of creep. C is equal to H by L. तो C is equal to H अपन twice D1 plus L plus twice D2. ठीक है, तो Bly called the loss of head per unit creep length is percolation coefficient. C is called percolation coefficient. The reciprocal of this is called the coefficient of creep. So recommended value of a Bly creep coefficient is given in table. The first of all, light sand and mud, the value of C is equal to 18. Fine micaceous sand, value of C is equal to 15. Coarse grain sand, value of C is equal to 12. Boulder or a single gravel or sand mixes, it is 5 to 9. Now here some design criteria for a Bly creep theory. So first is safety against piping. During piping, which precautions should be taken out? So first is safety against piping. The length of the creep should be sufficient to provide a safe hydraulic gradient. क्रीप लेंथ होगी वो सफिशिएंट होना चाहिए. इट इज़ स्मॉल एन. जो हॉरिजॉन्टल फ्लोर दिखाया गया है, इट इज़ स्मॉल एल. इट इज़ ऑल्सो called is a creep length by using creep length theory. So the length of the creep should be sufficient to provide safe hydraulic gradient. Safe hydraulic gradient provide करने के लिए जो length होगी वो sufficient होनी चाहिए according the type of soil के हिसाब से. So thus the safe creep length is given by L is equal to CH. L is equal to CH. If H by L less or equal to 1 upon C, there is no danger of piping. L greater or equal to CH. So it is C is equal to coefficient of creep. It is 1 by C. Now second is safety against uplift pressure. So the ordinate of subsoil hydraulic gradient line above the bottom of the floor at any point represent the uplift pressure at that point. Let H be the uplift pressure head at any point of the apron. So uplift pressure is equal to WH dash. T equal to thickness of the floor at that point. G equal to specific gravity of the floor. W equal to specific weight of water. So downward force per unit area WG into T. For equilibrium, uplift pressure must be equal to weight of the floor. WH dash equal to WG into T. So small t equal to H dash by G. So H dash equal to G into T. Deduct T from both sides. So H dash minus T, GT minus T. So H dash minus T, T in bracket G minus 1. So T become H dash by T upon G minus 1 equal to H upon G minus 1. So where H is equal to ordinate of hydraulic gradient line measured above the top of the floor and providing factor of safety of 4 by 3, we have T equal to 4 by 3 into H upon G minus 1. So this is the Bly creep theory, most important theory. ठीक है, तो first of all in a Bly creep theory, it is in 1910 W.G. Bly represent the theory for the subsurface flow in his book entitled Practical Design of Irrigation Work. This theory is known as Bly creep theory. ठीक है, it is the Bly creep theory most important theory. So according to Bly, in a pervious foundation, the water percolate along the base profile of the structure which is in contact with the subsoil. द लेंथ ऑफ द सीपेज पास ट्रावेल्स बाय द वाटर इज अ कोल क्रीप लाइन. ठीक है. सो इट इज़ वेरी मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थियरी, ब्लाई क्रीप थियरी.